to pick and choose yet again. We'll see if T1 can find that team fight magic here in the semifinals in 2025. On our screens right now, this bottom lane, we've already talked about it, but again, I feel like control, priority of this lane for Top Esports is so huge.
And I think that's why you're seeing Kanavi starting this top side of the map, right? He knows that he's going to be able to shift his way down towards his bottom side with the push on bot lane, should be able to get crab for himself. And one of the things that is kind of the shaping a lot of the full clears that we're seeing from the junglers is the fact that if you double full clear, you basically set up your camp so then you spawn that dragon in 5 minutes after you finished all your camps, and you can waddle in for an extra little bit of experience there. So I think that's where Top Esports are going to be trying to put that focus again, and already you can see Gumayushi taking a lot of hurt from Top Esports on the bottom side.
Bot lane 2 versus 2 working very much as the way Top Esports had intended.
Yeah, bro, Karma's broken.
We know, though, that in terms of mid and top T1 should have
Karma is a
priority in
broken
those
champion,
lanes.
boys.
Both junglers pathing towards that bot side of the map. Keeping my eyes on Kanavi as he is actually moving into the river.
Faker.
Is he looking for an early gank towards the middle lane? No, it looks like his eyes are set on stealing away those Raptors, but now he will be a camp behind. Oner securing that advantage. Kanavi wants to play through the pressure of his bot lane, though, to steal away camps in the enemy jungle.
Exactly. He wants to utilize this advantage in the 2v2 to really make Oner sweat a little bit here on that first clear. It's not just the double first clear approach, as Kanavi, Jackie, and Hong are moving all the way towards that red buff. They want to try to steal it away.
Nice.
Steal does not work. It's Oner with the secure over the wall.
Crazy smite from Oner, and the ward never got cleared. I was actually keeping my eyes on Faker for a lot of that because I thought maybe he would even try and roam over, but Oner just does it himself.
Beautiful steal comes through from Oner as he's able to secure, well, pretty much all of his camps. He's very happy with how things have played out. He's now going to path back up towards the top side of the map to secure that Scuttle Crab. And his clear is largely unaffected. And now the consequences of this for
Karma
Kanavi is that he is very far behind on the clear. A nice recall is going to come through soon.
Bro, the Karma RW that heals is insanely strong, man.
As the bot laners continue to battle it out.
Exactly. T1 just going to defensively activate that summoner spell to back away as Top Esports wanted to.
I'm telling you, man, all these professional bot laners, they'll use heal and barrier super early to take a decent trade.
Here as both sides take a little bit of a beating, but it's Hong, the lowest HP overall, very fortunate to sidestep that piercing arrow with 3 blight stacks. That one would have taken him down to probably below 100 HP.
Yeah, it just feels like the first round in this bottom lane, though. Both AD carries running that teleport, so should be able to reset and TP back in. Guma going to look to stop Jackie Love there. Having that level up as well means he can put a little bit more pressure down, but still, TP's back in. It should all go back to even Steven.
Bro, these bot laners going TP is crazy.
Kanavi did skip his wolves in order to get back and start re-clearing those respawn camps.
It's all about, like, taking a decent trade, Doran. It's all about taking a decent trade or pushing the lane really fast, and then just TPing back.
The knockback not colliding with Doran means he's safe for now.
And you'll see, like, the bot laners will play pretty safe, and then they'll take a crazy trade, and then just recall and TP back.
Doran should be perfectly fine in this situation. He just has to be cautious at the threat of a dive. But Mordekaiser, not the easiest champ in the world to dive. No level 6 yet for 369.
Kanavi was spotted, though, on the ward, and everyone's moving back up towards his top side.
How far is Doran from 6?
Trying to see if maybe they can set it up, but they have
there we
to
go.
know if 369 was close to level 6, so was Doran, and trying to dive Mordekaiser underneath the turret with the ulti is never going to work.
Now, T1 are punishing the early pathing from Kanavi. Remember that because he had to skip his bot side camps to try and steal.
Oh my god, Carrier.
Carrier is here with Oner, and Kanavi has no idea.
Yeah, Carrier jumps forward, however the grand entrance does not hit Kanavi. Oner still continuing to try to contest here for this Raptor camp. Does secure the
oh my god, double flash on that ulti.
He wants the kill, and Oner's the focus. Cream goes forward, but he cannot find enough damage just yet. Kanavi grabbing first blood here for Top Esports.
God.
Massive plays.
Bro, they insta-flash the Orianna ulti.
Double flash over Faker's shockwave means they find none of them, and it's Top Esports are able to get a kill on the back end.
And this is so important for Kanavi because the jungle advantage was very quickly getting out of control. Oner was contesting these camps. He was leveraging the tempo advantage that he had, but finding that kill put a stop to that. The Raptors are stolen away, and Kanavi can now pick up the Scuttle Crab as well. Nice advantage gained for Top Esports.
Yeah, and as you were saying, Betty, like, they spotted Kanavi on that top ward, and then, so they
insta-flash.
But the double flash over Faker means that Owner is completely caught out. Cream having that level 6, able to follow him over the wall. And it's T1 that, in theory, played smarter on the map, but it's TES who are outplaying them in the moment.
Exactly. Kanavi on his initial invade trying to steal away the red. He doesn't get the payoff that he wants. And like you pointed out, Vedius, then it feels like he's behind in the pace of the game. But then the invade from T1 to try to punish that lack of pace ultimately ends up being the greater error, as it's Top Esports first on the board here with that first kill. And Kanavi has the gold lead in the jungle since he was the one who got the kill credit for it.
Now track these lane assignments.
Dude, I'm sure Vars is going to have a good time versus Akali, Wukong, Cassante.
Cream has been sent to the bot side of the map with that Hextech alternator. It looks like he's going to be matching up against Doran. Not a very favorable matchup for the Akali, but this early on, she does still have some great trading potential. The main goal, though, for Top Esports is to move their Sivir into the mid lane. Help you guarantee that lane prio to make it easier to contest the grubs that are spawning in 20 seconds. But with the swap up to top, T1 will still have access to this objective.
I did think the Top Esports would try and play more for Dragons, though. I feel like their team fight is better set up around, hey, let's try and stack some of these early objectives, and then being able to draw T1 in towards these fights and maybe look for some of these cross maps. But with the early lead that they managed to pick up on towards Cream and Kanavi, and that level 6 just being hit for Kanavi, maybe they feel like they can actually fight as Cream starts to move.
Yeah, Cream going to make that early rotation up towards these Void Grubs. And because Doran's teleport timer is pretty desynced from 369, there's still half the cooldown remaining on that teleport. The Mordekaiser is steadfastly down there in the bottom lane, and Top Esports have already taken the first grub.
But now, Top Esports, they can have 369 TP to bottom lane if they want. He's going to go back to base.
Triple grubs.
Sacrifice a wave, and Doran will secure.
And then T1's not even getting Dragon.
Now, Jackie Love and Hung can go and match up against.
This is something I notice about T1 is that they'll just give up these objectives. They do not care. They're really good at just giving up grubs, giving up Rift, giving up Dragons, and then they'll just fight a random objective, ace the team, and then just get a super push out of it. Like, it's crazy. They play around their strengths extremely well.
You can continue to keep up pressure through 369 as well in the Mordekaiser matchup. And Jackie Love is just going to wave clear. So I think now on T1 side, my eyes are going to be on Owner to see how he can get involved in some of these lanes to start to get some advantages for their side laners to neutralize the potential 1-3-1 from Top Esports.
I'd love to see Top Esports invest a little bit of time towards that mid lane as well. Faker going for the Rod of Ages build means that he's looking to stack those defensive items to help survive the Akali burst. As Owner sets his sights on the bot side of the map, I'd be surprised if they really try to force anything. It looks like, yeah, he's more interested in the enemy jungle camps. He wants to take things away from Kanavi. He should be able to secure this drop and walk away scot-free.
We mentioned earlier how Mordekaiser is a difficult champion to dive there in the top lane. Cassante is in the same caliber. You've got to have the guarantee that you're going to get the kill because of how easy it is to turn around. So they'll happily just take away the Gromp, get a little bit of extra money. It's another reset to pick up the Caulfield's Warhammer there for Owner. As you can see, he is still slightly ahead in terms of pace, at least with the jungle treats there, just 1 or 2 stacks ahead of Kanavi on the Wukong, who still does maintain about the same gold lead that he did after we saw him secure the first blood earlier.
So just a fun fact about this mid lane matchup, Faker maxing the Q over the W. Sometimes we see that shift between Orianas, but given how low he is on mana, having that extra Q damage really helps facilitate him put that poke down onto the Akali in those shorter trades. He is very low on mana though. This could be a window for Top Esports to try and force that Dragon, but with the resets coming out from Kanavi, I don't expect that to actually come through. Components very close to completing that first item, and as I say that, Jackie Love will complete the essence.
The carrier does mess up his ward there.
Mids, and now Top Esports will have control over the midway.
Yeah, I think they would have loved to have the Wukong finish off his Triforce here, but still a little bit away. And that it looks like what Top Esports are trying to play for is that big spike that you can get off of some of these first item completions. And for T1, it's a case, okay, we're still waiting on that Rod of Ages for Faker. We still don't have that first item for Gumayushi.
I think it's annoying that you can't put a pink ward in that little bush and catch the ward by the mid lane bush.
So they can set up for that play in a couple of minutes.
That's why you gotta put it outside the bush. Like, it's so dumb. You can't even defend your entrance if they put it right next to close to like mid lane. The ward's completely dodged.
things that always feels very good when you go for an early Kanik Rookern, to be able to endure so much of that hurt, be able to have much better, shorter trades. As Top Esports continue just aggroing the Dragon, you saw them initially do that just to have it hit Carrier a little bit, but now that even he's not here, they're continuing to try to look for the chance to take this. It's really not an early first Drake though, Vedius, which is, again, kind of what we were looking at when we see the Sivir Karma.
The reset just came through for Faker, though, and he doesn't finish the Rod of Ages. Actually ends up buying a tier instead of trying to finish it off. So I think for T1, they're not really interested in going for this Dragon right now. They're more than happy to let it scale. And I think with that Crab take,
So I'm saying T1 does not care about these objectives.
So unless T1
they're perfectly fine just hitting CS.
Happens, it looks like Top Esports should be able to come back onto the map and try and force the play there.
I don't know when the latest first Dragon of Worlds was, but we're definitely heading towards that number. Top Esports in a bit of an odd position here as they kind of fight with Faker for that mid control. Varus has to be careful, but he's pretty safe to push out that bot wave. Now it is T1's turn to take control over the bot side river. Fantastic vision control means they will be the team to start this objective off, and Top Esports don't really have much room to fight this as of right now.
You can see piercing arrow, plenty of damage from that Varus here onto the neutral objective. It is secured by Ownerman T1 as Hong wants to step forward.
They just get out.
Battle dance to disengage from the tether means that Top can't get any sort of a punish, and T1 just kind of walk away with a Drake for free.
A nice timing window there by T1, so they knew that.
Wait, is this Karma buying Shirelias?
For his Triforce, but Kanavi stopping off for his.
Instead of redemption.
Meant that they actually had a little bit more time to try and push through, so they move in towards mid, force JackeyLove to give up priority on that mid wave. They already had JackeyLove pushing in bot wave, so able to use that small window where Top Esports weren't on the map to their advantage.
Very much.
Let's see what this Karma's gonna buy.
We're heading in the direction of a slower team fight orientated game. And I think that based on how both teams kind of find that
Shirelias, wow. So they're just looking to press Sivir R and then ulted shield out of Karma and just run at them for Shirelias.
Feel like the most comfortable, but Top Esports, they are the slower, more controlled LPL style of team. They like to play the map, and that's just kind of a given when you've got Kanavi as a jungler. That very methodical type of approach to the game, very much playing towards his strengths, and he's scaling up nicely on the Wukong now with the Trinity Force completed. He's looking to hover around top. He's cautious of that Rakan roam. And he will secure the Krugs as well. So overall, right now, 14 minutes in. Nothing too major. Nobody with a... Oh, hang on.
As soon as you say it, Vedius, it's Cream going in after
Faker might be caught here.
Execution coming through. Faker low. Cream bursts him down to 20%.
Carrier.
Carrier
through the exhaust on Wukong just to slow him down insta.
Left until the Rift Herald spawns means Faker is going to have time to go back to the fountain, heal up, make a purchase, and then return to the topside river if T1 wants to fight.
The Top Esports really wanted to try and force the play, but with carrying that top side, the exhaust went down onto Kanavi to prevent him from going in, and also then having the charm to prevent anyone from following up meant that Top Esports knew it had kind of fallen apart, and they all back away.
You also see the value of Rod of Ages into this matchup as well. That extra HP really making the difference, but Cream simply giving us a taster of what Faker can expect in the side lane and why it's very important for Carrier to be in the area when that Orianna is playing into the Akali specifically. Hung working with JackeyLove as the healer.
Oh my god. That is so much damage out of Varus.
Forced out. Gumayushi using the chains of corruption, making Hong flash away or face certain doom.
And right as Rift Herald spawns as well, so Owner immediately books it over towards the objective to start that one up. And look at the map. Top Esports not in a position to
damn, bro, that was literally just a Q,
like
3 stacks and a Q, huh?
We've seen all three of the first
and he has one item
in the game go utterly uncontested. The Void Grubs earned by Top Esports because of their smart macro play, then T1 getting the Drake for free off the recall from Kanavi, and now Gumayushi's chain of corruption forcing Hong back and forcing that flash to be spent means that T1 gets Rift Herald for free. We're just seeing all of these.
See, once you're bot lane and you're in the mid lane, your job is to straight up make sure that you have wards for your AD to farm and play aggro. As long as the river is warded, you can play up as an AD, but there's so many times that I'm playing AD, and I'm mid lane, and my support doesn't get any vision for me, but my support's not in the lane, he's just roaming, and it just feels so bad.
It's also really difficult for Top Esports to try and punch back. you try and go, hey, we're going to dive bot lane, and you're like, hey, that's a Mordekaiser. That's just not going to end well.
Yeah.
And you want to try and trade on that top side, but Faker's already pushed in, and you already have Owner on that side of the map. So top esports kind of just clear out the waves and do nothing. They are looking for top here.
Again?
Faker still has flash.
Yep,
Bro,
Faker
Kali
gonna
does
drop
not
that
care. He's
shockwave
in
to try
every
to
single
defend
second.
himself here as Cream again trying to play as aggressively as possible on this Akali.
Oh, they might dive him.
He spent it on Faker. This time he does the same.
Redemption
coming
comes
in to try to
down.
keep Faker alive. Kanavi has to back away after the redemption. Heals the enemy mid laner. Keria supporting Faker from a long way away. Stops the dive.
Top esports now starting to get a little bit more active on the map, setting their sights onto Faker, but he weathers the pressure well. T1 there.
I see why redemption is so broken. It's being able to help your team from so far away.
Exactly.
And if you die, you can still use redemption.
Finally, in that head-to-head, he went straight for the tier 2 boots with the plated steel caps at the very beginning, and it meant that he's actually been pretty far behind in terms of that first big item completion, and that's why 360.
They'll probably nerf that item, like, right? Whenever there's any items that are constantly build first and they have such a crazy impact, they just nerf it. Like before it was lock it, right? Everybody used to rush lock it because it was so busted.
And now coming in towards this next dragon, Faker still has that flash, which makes him not a target for this Kanavi and Cream combo. And it's just been that patience with him on the potential flash that is netted.
Another pause, bro.
We're also seeing the rotation begin from Doran. He's navigating his way around the vision that Top Esports have set up on the top side of the map, and Faker's shockwave that's going to be ever present in the team fight. So who does Doran remove in these fights to turn it into a 4v4 for T1? But now we're back in the action, we're back on the dragon, and given the positioning, Top Esports, it's not easy for them to contest.
Ignore the bottom of your screens. Kanavi does not have his ultimate up and available. It is still a little bit away.
Another drive for T1.
Top Esports there didn't really want to try and contest. So it looks like for T1 again, another dragon. Now the feats, they're in a great spot.
And it's exactly what we were talking about back in the draft. Kanavi is the engage. Yes, you get the extra speed, you get the extra lane control when you draft this Karma for the support position, but it means that if Kanavi doesn't have the ultimate, the way into the fight is so much more difficult. But it looks like Top Esports are going to go for some push onto the bot lane tier 1.
Okay, so Top Esports with a little bit of pressure for themselves. But again, we talked about it earlier. See how T1 is doing a great job of protecting Faker. They refuse to leave this Orianna isolated because that is the key target that Top Esports is trying to find momentum off of.
But it's the only target you can really go for, right? Guma just sits in mid waves, shoots down the wave in one go, and is like, all right, well, you're not getting anywhere close to me. Doran is just able to get rid of all of the Avengers apart from one. So for Top Esports, it's really difficult to find plays anywhere on the map. And it's this slow burn now of T1.
Man, Mars is one of those champs that's really good. But if you're bad at landing skill shots, it's terrible, right?
As well. So for Top Esports, it needs to be better map play. Getting to the objective first. Forcing T1 to actually try and brute force their way in with a lack of vision that opens up these flank opportunities for Kanavi and for Cream.
And Top Esports' map play did earn them those first 3 grubs of the game that we saw back at the start of things, but the 3 neutral objectives since then have gone the way of T1. They have the feat of monster slaying. We're still only 1 kill in 19.5 minutes into the game, so that feat not claimed by either side, but you do see some damage onto the turrets in the side lanes for both squads, so that means also, after we have one of these big fights, it's probably first turret right after.
The funny thing to me is that we're only at 16 petals for the whole game. 14, my mistake. 8 plus, well, now 7 as the Otacon 10 seconds away.
All right, Otacon top side in this one. There's also still the Rift Herald in the inventory of Owner.
See, this is a great place for T1 to be right now, because Orianna, man, in that choke and the trap brush, you do not want to walk in there, man. You're just going to get one-shotted. Not one-shotted, but you're easily going to get hit by the ult.
Just to make sure that they're maintaining vision control. He's going to go ahead and take his recall. Again, Faker swaps back into the matchup with Cream. Doran versus 369 just continues being what this top lane battle always is.
Yeah, if the Otacon is started up, you need to be a little careful. There's a nice ward, actually. Okay, that's a very big circle. In behind the blue buff of T1. And that is something that 369 can look to try and create a flank opportunity for himself. But TP now towards the mid lane, trying to keep this mid tower safe.
Exactly. They summoned up the Herald. The Herald should guarantee that you're going to be able to at least get the first turret, but it looks like someone up in mid lane, it cannot guarantee that much damage, but they don't just want to give that away for free to Konami.
They could use this Rift mid or bot or top, bro.
With the Wukong, with the
I don't know why they used the mid.
Charges, takes off about 2/3 of that turret HP. 2 minutes on our next Drake.
I would have used the top, got in top tower, and then pressured them to go kill the Rift so we kill Otacon.
You saw 369 again winning out in that as he has Jack's show now fully completed. Still only one major item for Doran.
Jackie Love, based on what I can tell, is about 200 to 150 gold off that Infinity Edge that he is working towards. A nice item spike as Cream goes in.
Here we go once more.
Look at the redemption. Look how far away Rakan is.
From Cream. As the perfect execution.
Rakan was in the top side jungle.
To really pose the threat, and Faker doesn't even have to
closer to mid lane. Oh, now Carrier's here. Oh, look at the follow with the shockwave, bro. Carrier still has ulti too. Yep. He was just holding on to it.
Flash forced from Cream.
You still got protection here, though, in the top side. Kanavi having to clone.
They could easily get dove here.
He can try and escape, but T1 putting pressure on this top side, and you've got that TP from Faker to come back out onto this top side with Kanavi on low HP and Akali with no ult. Maybe that's an Otacon area that T1 are looking at.
T1 are controlling this Akali so well.
Their bot lane has prio, and now they can zone Varus from rotating.
I think his goal there was simply a chunk. Get a nice trade, make it easier for him to gain control, threaten that top side. But who's there first? It's Carrier, it's Owner. The supporting staff of T1 are there to protect their GOAT of the mid lane.
My God.
And they make sure that they put
That's a lot of damage out of Varus, bro. What?
Nice advantage being built for Faker. TOPESPORTS.
They're going to start this. T1's going to start this for sure.
But T1 is making it very difficult.
It's Doran versus Cream in the bottom lane right now, but the important thing to make note of is that Doran has his teleport available, and Cream still does not have his. The perfect execution is back off of cooldown, but Cream's flash obviously still a long way away here as well.
Oh my God.
Half HP to a quick burst from Kanavi, but now Owner's
he accidentally pushed him away.
Kanavi, Jackie Love, and Hong all backing away from this one.
Guma R, Zen R.
So TOPESPORTS tried to punish the positioning of Carrier, but is they who is punished on the other side.
Redemption is up.
Want to secure the first tower of the game.
Rakan ulti is almost up as well.
But again, they don't have any void grubs whatsoever.
They might lose top lane here.
They
actually might lose top lane.
Though, and Dragon is available, and that was really what they wanted. So now TOPESPORTS
nah, Casante's resetting.
Break into this, but it looks like it's gone.
Yeah, T1 just going to go ahead and secure themselves sole point on a cloud.
Casante started resetting to look for the TP and then just canceled his back to go push top. Where he could have just either pushed top or TP'd, one or the other. He might still get it though.
369 will be left alone to hit away on this tower. So hey, a feat of warfare.
I mean, he could have done that earlier. It's so strange.
Will in this game we reached 3 kills? Because
look at all these wards, bro, on the top side.
24 minutes in, we're at, I don't even know what the division is, but I'm telling you the kills per minute is awfully low.
It's not looking particularly hot.
Not great.
Yeah, yeah. Whoever got the pickups for Kanavi First Blood, though, at least somewhat happy with things. Maybe not with how this game state is going. As T1, once again,
nothing feels better, bro. You're playing support, you steal away the vision plant. Oh my God. You actually get to use it for your side.
Setting up them for the push. And this is kind of the why some of these picks are so strong from the comfort. Like, Owner loves playing the Xin Zhao because he knows how hyper-aggressive he can go. Burning that ultimate just to force TOPESPORTS back. Gumayushi on this Varus has been such a staple for T1.
Casante's TPing mid. This is kind of troll.
369's overextended.
Yeah, 369 trying to jump.
What a terrible TP.
The turret falls. Owner, audacious charge right in.
What an absolutely terrible TP. All right, T1 has 2 towers now. Oh no, they got 1 tower. They got 1 tower.
And they don't want to stick around for anything more.
And all the while, I want to turn your attention to that man in the middle lane.
This is what I mean, right? Now T1's in a position if they win the next team fight, they could just take 2 towers, right? It's gonna be they win the team fight, Otacon 2 towers instantly.
He is in a prime position to be the carry.
Oh, Carrier.
Unless TOPESPORTS can, nope, they're not going to do anything about it right now.
They're going to force Otacon. They
They
know they just all reset. They have no vision on it.
Trying to take him down, but unable to do so. But now TOPESPORTS forcing this Otacon.
They have to know something's up, yeah.
We're going to start to slowly back away.
Yeah, they get the summoner spell, but that's all they're going to take for now. Kanavi's the only one continuing to tank the Otacon because they do not want the
Sivir has 2 items, very strong right now. It's up to Varus to get a lot of poke off. Doran, you're kind of overextended, boy. What are you doing, boy? Oh, he's 1v1 in the jungler. He might kill him. Yeah, he might kill him. There goes carry ulti. Now it's Otacon for the boys. Wait. Watch Cassante. He's looking for Varus. He even flashed in there. How strong does he think he is? He literally flashed in there by himself. How much did they pay him, bro? Who zelled him, bro? Did someone cash app him? What the hell, bro? Cassante's trolling. Okay, so that's Otacon for T1, top tower for T1, and Baron for T1. Right? See what I mean? Bro, this team, they just wait, and they take certain fights where they know they're strong, and their fights are so rewarding. Otacon, top tower, Baron. Now they're just so far ahead, you're like, you just sit there like, what do we do? What do we do? Oh, Faker with the 1v1 on Cream. Nice, Akali flash. That's huge. Akali flash is huge. Dragon up at 130. Soul.
T1 played with great patience.
My God, bro.
Range. And again, this pick from Mordekaiser doing very much as we expected. The question was, would he remove Kanavi or Cream? But that decision was made so simple for him the moment he saw that Wukong try to engage.
I gotta check out when Worlds is, when a final is, because I might wake up early, bro. I don't want to miss it, to be honest.
Him up, isolating him to allow for Faker to secure the kill.
I think it's like 2 a.m. my time. Like, I'm supposed to go to bed at like what, 7 p.m. to wake up in time?
Played there from T1, now over 2,000 gold ahead. And my friends, we have 45 seconds left until the Cloud Soul spawns. Hong in some danger here, has to flash away.
Oh, Carry is still going.
Again with the quickness, Feet of Warfare, finally claimed at 27 minutes by T1, and they are just barreling down the bottom.
Well, Cream doesn't have flash here. Oh my God, he one-tapped him. Okay. Oh my God, the bounces out of Jackie Love. Holy. Bro, the Ricochet was doing ridiculous amount of damage right there.
3-6-9 is left. T1 again win the fight with 10 seconds left until the Cloud Soul
bot tower, win bot side fight into Soul. God bless.
Close to looking good, but intercepted at the last second. And now it's T1 with members on the map that will secure the Cloud Soul, although there's a little bit of a spot here.
What is this?
Looks like Hong might have made a mistake.
Yeah, what is this?
To try to help his top laner.
You better run, boy. You better run, boy.
Will not be able to catch back up to the Karma to guarantee the kill, but now it's Faker.
The double toss.
With his top laner.
Dude, this Cassante character doesn't die.
3-6-9, the Cassante.
Look at him, he just runs away. Oh my God.
The claw to do so, but the entire time.
Yep, there we go. Soul to T1.
There's your MasterCard priceless moment.
There's your MasterCard priceless moment.
Got all 4 Drakes uncontested.
It got a little scary for T1
bro.
on the bot side.
4K gold lead.
Like Jackie Love had really woken up in this game, but Kanavi once again
Now it's just simple League of Legends. Ooh. And the ulti. God damn. Into the Varus ulti. Disgusting. Pay attention to how they chain their CC. Like, oh, Carrier's gross. Oh my God. Carrier's fucking disgusting, man. Oh, Guma. Guma. GG. That's the game on. Wow, bro. There was one team fight and the game was over. The fight by Otacon.
Respawns are not even here. 3-6-9's the only one left.
GG, bro.
And they want to try to grab the ace on the way out. T1, it was a slow burn, but it's Top Esports being put to the fire.
Oh my God, they're
T1
BM, bro.